loosely on Alan Wake.
Here we go.
I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
Yeah, he was a big daddy in the 70s.
Wants me to.
It's kind of a big deal.
Won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song.
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
I like how that's closing in on us. 2 years ago. Why does the bed look like it's broken in two? Oh yeah, for those that have been watching the series or the VODs or the videos, I greatly appreciate it.
I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull.
You just need your sunglasses to look cool.
In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking.
Oh no, my eyes are gonna burst. Put on my cool shades. Did I just get my eyes operated on or something?
The world looked bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun. I wasn't sure I'd make it out there without some painkillers.
Well, what's blocking it? I understand I need my painkillers, but what the heck? Also, really, there has to be more in a medicine cabinet than just your painkillers. I know you just moved here. Or it looks like they just moved here.
The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again.
Wow, I wish medicine worked that fast for me.
There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
Oh, there's another QR code. Hold on. We gotta see what it is. Can I open it? It turns out this isn't too bad even if you're not sitting on accounts when you play it. Who knew? Thanks. I was like, what the heck? I guess I could have switched to night mode. And I probably could have scanned it. But I was expecting another constipation thing. I grabbed the wrong controller. Where'd my controller go? There it is. It was right next to my Switch controller. I'm like, this doesn't feel like my controller I'm using to play this game. Let me see if anyone else is here. That is a big monitor. That's like slightly bigger than mine. That's small TV though. There's the clicker. I don't know. I feel like this aesthetic works for a kitchen, but anything else does not. It just looks like you live in like, I don't know, poor people's house. I don't want to say the ghetto because I promise to stop saying that about everything.
Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey.
Alan, wakey, wakey.
Show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it, as she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show.
It's... Well, she's gonna beat your ass, Barry. Gonna absolutely destroy you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, we're watching the show. Can I grab a seat? Hold on. Here.
Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the
gotta get my seat.
author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop.
Why does it look like 240 or 360p?
No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here. Is that wise? No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean,
Oh, nice.
I'm a big fan. Wow, thanks.
Big fan, as he holds up a fan.
Who haven't read the book yet, based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet.
Wow, spoilers for them.
But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage.
Because I want a new character.
Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though. 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with. And run, but it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
Why do I look younger?
Selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Oh,
No
snap.
kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear.
Then how do you get sad when you write this book?
Tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties
Uh-oh.
and
Punching
you got into a
paparazzi.
fight with some paparazzi.
Yeah, that'll teach him.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
He had it
You're
coming.
famous for that temper.
I did also write several books.
About temper.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get
What if
it.
he actually did punch him? It's like, I'll show you temper.
Haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for a Sam.
Oh no!
And our musical guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you, and good night.
At least I'd been funny. I told myself I could live with that.
Hey, honey. Did you watch the show?
I didn't say anything stupid if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy. You want an aspirin or something?
Are you going to start with me about drinking now?
You know what? Go back to sleep, Alan.
Wow, nasty.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey.
I just woke up out of bed.
Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet.
Yeah, let's get a vacation. Let's literally take over the vacation. I don't even know what I'm saying. I thought Bright Falls, the present day, where everything's gone to hell.
The clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice.
Am I just gonna start click, 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 click?
I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
It's
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone.
it's
Take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
it's
Good luck, Al.
See you later.
it's like, you guys stay here where it's safe. I'll go out and battle the demons. Why is he telling Barry to take an
It was
officer's
warm and
gun?
sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed.
I already used the clicker, though. The clicker. So shit. Just realized it. Okay. Just double checking because I placed my phone somewhere down. And I didn't want to do this.
Alone, in daylight, surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape.
Oh God,
It was
Verizon.
hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this, having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death. Like
Hey, at least you could write a
There
story.
would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Yeah, the Verizon store. Time to tell them to fix my plan. Okay. No, oh, that's right. I don't have a flashlight. Get to Cauldron Lake. Am I gonna run somebody over? Is this where, like, the continuation of that nightmare I'm gonna have? Where I have to get to a lighthouse? Also, what was the point of me stopping there? Like, he says I have to get there while it's still daylight out. Yeah, let's stop for a freaking pit stop there, Alan. Ooh, Energizer, Advanced Lithium. How much did they have to pay for that? Ooh, I can stop here. Is there people here? Nah, we'll stop and look around. Checkpoint reached. Could drive that, but I'm not going to. Get my 6-pack of beer. Okay, it's gonna, like, where is the door? Comfortable beds, clean rooms, wireless internet. That's probably like dial-up speeds, laundry facilities, cable TV, and kitchenette in every room. Now, is a kitchenette in the room, or is it, like, separate from the room? This is very important. Because, you know, I don't want to be sitting there sleeping and someone freaking tries and cooks steak and burns it to bits and I have to smell the smoke. There's a stop over here. Proceed at your own risk. Proceed this. Figure I'll just stop along the way. Check things out. How many manuscript pages? There is 5, 6. There's definitely 6. With the 6th one being like a hidden one that's like off the beaten path. Watch I find the one that has the whatchamacallit, the hidden one I need. Gotta go that way. So let me go down this way. Is that a cache down here? It's hard to tell. Oh yeah, for those not familiar, I am recording with a new encoder from last time. Falls, flashbang, flare. So it is a lot, probably a lot cleaner, and I can record at 720, 1080. I'm so used to saying 720 is the norm because I'm still living in the good old days. Okay, let me get my gun. I think we've explored all we could over here. As the asthmatic Alan Wake himself tries to get going. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna play on Nightmare mode, despite me enjoying my time playing the game. I don't think I really need to. Like, if I really care about reading every single manuscript page, I'll just watch someone play this on Nightmare mode. Ooh, is that a cabin? Nah. Where's my sunglasses? Okay, got that. So I like how Alan told Barry to take the gun from her, but she could easily just wrest it from Barry himself, because, like, I don't think Barry has that much fight in him outside of his mouth. She probably could beat his ass. Plus, I'm pretty sure he could still get arrested for that. Be like, yeah, take the gun. Be like, Al told me to. Nice. I guess I'm on foot now.
The darkness had touched me. there was a link between us. Always would be. I could feel its presence again, getting closer.
I need to finish the story. I'm coming back.
I will kill your wife.
You don't understand. You don't want to do this. Can I use the clicker? Wow. Wonder if the use the clicker. Oh, thank you, Mr. Crow. Very helpful.
The dark presence was no longer trying to capture the writer so he could create the ending it wanted. The writer knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the writer from ever reaching Cauldron Lake. And
but didn't you want me to finish your story, Darkness? Now, what if I just tear up the pages you're in? So this is what happens when you sit there and rest at every place. Now we driving. Okay, that's how I focus. It's like, how do I use my super beams? Just double checking everything. Now, I think I'll keep the car I have. Destroyed. Nope, you missed. I'm just checking stuff. Off we go. Are we gonna stop at the motel on the way there? Is there anything here? That's the question. Just gotta investigate, just in case there is goodies here. Oh, well, I probably can go in here in one of these. Knowing this game. And I do need guns. Okay. Check to see if any of these open. Nope. PNG or JPEG, JPEG. JPEG.
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
Nice. FBI. Ow. What stabbed me? There's a bunch of pictures here. Creator's Dilemma. Sitting there drinking.
Look after yourself, manager.
Destroyed. You don't understand. I was invited here. Oh. Well, he's gonna have to come around. Yeah, that's right. Well, I wasted a lot of ammo for that. Now they're open. Refundable $100 security deposit is required in all reservations. No personal checks accepted. We take on all major credit cards and bank cards. Checkout time is 10 a.m. No loud music, no pets. One vehicle per unit. Facilities are for registered guests only. No visitors are allowed on the premises after 9 p.m. No exceptions. What if someone brought their whore back? We hope you enjoy your stay at the Majestic. If you're a senior or vet, ask about our discounts. Oh, here's the toilet. Of course a coffee thermos would be in here. Gotta drink my coffee while I'm on the can.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
I already checked that. Gotta get my shotgun. Nah, I kinda like the hunting rifle better. Got more range. Yeah, I already checked this. Let me go get my vehicle. Oh, there's a... damn it. There we go. It's like I saw a pile of cans. You hit my antique cans. You're paid for that. Is this my car? I think this is my car. So they say why he's here? Like, because it seems like no one called for him. Why is this car suddenly like... Well, we're out of here, because everything and their mom wants to kill me. Yep. Well, we're safe in here. Let's see them try and get us now. Wee! Get my guns! Ooh, there's a bunch of stuff here. Bunch of flammable stuff. Looks like it. I'll take it though. Oh, of course. What? Where'd it go? Very mysterious. Am I gonna battle the damn deer?
What the hell?
Whoa, darkness. Settle down. Whoa. That thing fell into the abyss. That, like, literally KO'd itself. Oh God, come on. You just have to wait for it to KO itself. No, I can't go this way. I have to go with all the boxes. That'll probably, like, destroy me in the process. These new refrigerators were evil. Ow, you shithead. Okay, there's a light there at the end of the tunnel. I'm gonna try and save as many batteries as possible, because I know I'm definitely gonna need them here in a second. When I'm shoveling them down. Now, the darkness kind of sucks. There was something else that got tossed. So that, never trust any barrel in any Alan Wake game. Oh, absolutely destroyed, and the lights are out. Put a flare down. Put a flare down and absolutely get thrashed on. Before we continue, I am going to check on something, so I will be right back.